Well, this is the result after giving it a pressure clean and all that, so it's come up like new almost. I mean, just a little bit crystallised or whatever. No, it's alright, it's strong enough. Everything's nice and clean. I did the underside of the bonnet, so that's all nice and clean. So, I even did these battery terminals. I've reconfigured this one because the configuration was just absolutely retarded. Like this one I haven't done yet, still retarded. I'm going to just take this off and flip it around onto this bolt. Maybe, I don't know, I'll work it out, but yeah, retarded. So, I mean, when you're putting terminals on cars, you know, make sure it's logical. It's just stupid the way it's been done. This also allows it, if you're using a battery that's the other way around, you know, you still just move it over and it'll be right. But the way they've done it, like, that's crap. As if you'd do it that way. This one was even worse. Like, you can see a little love bite on the case from, yeah, I can't exactly remember. That was on this terminal, but that was the other way around. Like, yeah, it's just idiocy. That's nice and clean though. It's not totally, absolutely flawless, but it's not bad. It's pretty good. I've taken all the dirt out of most places. You know, like the gearbox is all nice and clean and happy. It's not filthy like it was. So that's that one. This one I've basically pulled everything out of. The aircon's still fully gassed. I don't really think I can be screwed putting it in the blue one. And the difference between the non-aircon setup and the aircon setup is it's got an evaporator about here-ish, where these two clips are in the frame. If you look at the one without aircon, if I open the door of the car, you probably can't see shit. You can see it's just got a pipe there instead of an evaporator. But you have to take the dash out to put the air conditioning unit on this car. So I'll take the aircon unit off. I'll get some plastic plugs and plug everything up so it doesn't get any moisture or damage, or damaged or anything. I'll just put it aside, and if I can ever be screwed, depending on what I even do with the blue one, I don't know yet. Like if I kept it, I'd want to put air conditioning on it. I was umming and ahhing with the VS because, you know, we've bought mags for it and all that, but it needs a lot of work. I don't know, I mean, I could just simply have both of them registered. But then again, if we've got that thing, which is in really good condition, as the big, powerful, you know, comfortable car, do we really need a second one that fits the same bill as that? The answer is probably no. This blue one would be cheap to run. It's in pretty good nick too. Like I said in the previous video, yeah, I've replaced struts and stuff, so this strut's all happy. Yeah, I haven't fully tested it, but I can put the camera down and give it the bounce test. Nothing wrong with that. This side. Nothing wrong with that either. So the shockers are in good nick. Well, they're not leaking fluid or anything, so, and they definitely work. As for the rear ones, that one's all happy. It's got no fluid leaking. Let's go to this one. This one's probably okay as well. I'm not sure if they're actually been replaced at some point because they look really shiny. Let's go around to the other side and have a look at it. Yeah, don't fall into that. Yeah, maybe they've been replaced at some point. That or they're just really clean. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. As for roadworthy, well, the tyres are all different, and just looking at the rubber, if I can get a close-up shot of it, if it will ever focus, you can see that it's pretty old, and in fact, okay, 2809 So it's 2009, the 28th week, so you know, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, it's 5 years old. Like, the tyres are at their used by date. And they're all cracked, you know, hard. Like, this has got some slashes in the sidewall. I don't know if someone's run up against something, because they're really weird. I've never seen that on a tyre before. Like, they're cuts, but like something that's been on that kind of an angle, so I'd say someone's run something over. The tyres from this thing are old. This tyre may not be as old as the other tyres, but it says made in Korea, so God knows. Also doesn't have a date code like the other tyre does. Maybe that's it. No, it wouldn't be. So I don't know how old this Kumo tyre is. It's not a very good tyre anyway. This tyre's a piece of shit. It's the same. It's got tread, but it's not much tread, and it's all cracked. And that tyre's shit. Most of them are crap. Like, there's not really 4 roadworthy tyres. Like that's really hard and old. That one's no good. Really, the best approach is to get the best 4 rims and just get new tyres, because you know, it's not worth it. If you're doing 110 kilometres an hour on the freeway, or highway if you want to call it that, and a tyre comes apart, well, that's a bit sad. You know, you're better off to have 4 new tyres, and obviously a front end alignment. If you're putting tyres on a car, front end alignment's really not that expensive, because you could be screwing a couple of $100 worth of tyres potentially. So yeah, this is where it's at. I haven't had it running yet, primarily because there's no oil in it. Yes, I have turned it over. Obviously negative, that plug for the coil pack. I pulled the plug out for that and cranked it over for a few seconds, but I'm not willing to start it up or anything because it's got no oil. And well, I could have gotten oil from Safeway, but is there really any point in, you know, getting new oil if I'm not going to replace the filter? This engine does need stem seals and a cam belt. The stem seals are clagged, all 16 of them, so, because this is a smoky engine when it's been idling for a longer period or when it first starts up. So yeah, it needs stem seals, which is going to require me to make a tool of some sort, because if I go around to the head, just wherever it is, buried under all this shit. Oh yeah, not wanting to pull it out. But anyway, yeah, if you go Google it, you'll see what I mean. But obviously I'm going to be picking up bolts and things and keeping them aside. Thanks for watching.